Welcome back to Nier. After that very emotional sequence, we're going to talk about something completely unrelated, and the fact that you may or may not have noticed by now that the crew is repping some new threads, and this is obviously the Samurai DLC outfit that we earned previously. And so I did want to make good on what I said I might do in the previous video, where last video was Kabuki Nier, and this is Samurai Nier. I think Kabuki and Samurai are the only DLC outfits available. I don't believe we would get another one for finishing the third door of the DLC, which I still do want to do, by the way, but for now we're going to focus on the main story again. So yeah, I think we're getting a pretty good look. I love Emil in particular, with the helmet that is, once again, he's acting like an owl. But anyway, hope you're doing well. Our immediate goal now is just going to be to get out of the area, because there's too much emotional baggage there, especially for Emil right now. And no new items to pick up or anything near Kaine's old house, which after 5 years is still standing. Oh, there's a Kaine loading screen, maybe in the Samurai, when you have the Samurai outfit equipped, maybe she's in the loading screen instead of Emil, which of course is a downgrade, but not too major of one. Well, what next? We can go check to see if a letter's arrived from the younger brother, or go speak with Popola. Let's continue the junk keep. Let's see how that's going. Let's see if the junk keep kid sent us a letter. So that means we do have to go back to Nier's village and not the junk keep itself, but that'll be fine. And maybe, just maybe, if we're lucky, a certain large shade will appear. Nope. Too bad, we tried. To be honest, I'm a little concerned. Well, concerned isn't the right word, but I'm so engaged and excited to see everything that's happening in the main story. I might kind of put side quests on the back burner for a while. Especially because at this point in the story, I feel like there's a really big sense of urgency. After 5 years in the time skip, we've finally discovered a way to find the Shadow Lord's castle. And we know generally what we can do in order to get all the key fragments, so yeah, I hope that we're close to getting Yona back. You have a letter, it would seem. Dear Nier, this is to inform you that the upgrade work on your weapon has been completed. The weapon is ready and available for pickup at your earliest convenience. I also have a more personal request to make of you, one I hope we can discuss further once you arrive to pick up the weapon. Yours, Two Brothers Weaponry. I love how the stamp, I shouldn't have closed it, but the stamp, the letter stamp on the letter, my words are all over the place, is two wrenches crossed. It's a cute stamp for the blacksmith. A new request, is it? The kid's been pretty good to us, we might as well see what he wants. Off to the junk heap then. More or less just a little detour to Nier's village, but that's fine. I don't mind getting to listen to this little acoustic riff longer than I have already. That's a good loading screen with the kicks there. I didn't get a chance to read that. Alright, Boris, let's take off. Oh, wait. Could this be the time? That would be funny if it spawns right now. And I almost would have missed it had I just gone to. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. I want to say I would kick myself if it would have spawned, but I didn't check it, but obviously I wouldn't have known, so. That is such a strange ledge with the boar, always. Never quite acts the same 2 times in a row. I'm always a little bit alarmed by seeing the new bullet skins that we have. Oh yeah, how many medicinal herbs do we? Okay, we're at 7 now from the DLC, yeah. The DLC was pretty expensive as far as medicinal herbs are concerned, but this bridge is thankfully not. Or the scaffolding, I should say. Nier is very, he looks very muscular in this armor because it's so bulky. Alrighty, let's see what this personal request is.
Hey there. Your weapon is ready to go.
Great. Thanks.
Obtained the two-handed sword, Iron Will.
You know, with a weapon like that,
You were going to say?
I need to ask you for a favor.
Oh, yeah?
I want you to avenge my brother.
Well, that's a rather ponderous favor.
It's my mission. It's why I've been creating these weapons for the past 4 years. I don't care about money. I only care about making a weapon strong enough to kill those bastards.
What bastards?
The ones in the mountain. That little shade and his robot.
There are shades here? Your brother was killed by a shade?
Yes.
And what have we decided, It's killing time.
You've got to avenge my brother. Kill him. Kill that robot. Rip him up.
By the way, what can I help you with? Once again, I open this menu a lot and then never do anything with it. Yeah, but still nice to keep abreast of our upgrading situation. Come back soon. So now Nier has to channel Doomguy and rip and tear some robots in order to avenge the fallen brother that we saw a cutscene in, even though the cutscene, or a cutscene of previously, even though it took place over the course of the time skip. Defeat the robot that killed the brother. I assume going to the second basement floor is our immediate goal. Not sure exactly what pathway it is, although if I had to guess, it's probably the way that we got out last time, across the tram, so that's the way I'm going to go first. And we'll see if we're right here. As per usual, we're going to get locked in a decent amount, but getting a lot of items to sell. Ouch. That just does a tickle of damage. Oh, still more. It's gonna explode on me. Oh no, I got it. A little scary. Which way it leads? Okay, that leads north, and we don't need to go up there. So we will instead continue to the east, which means we did not need to do this. Why did I do that? Got them switched around in my head. Just gotta sit through this one more time. Looks like one bullet is enough to destroy the turrets. That's nice. Even though the other bullets block the path. Doing pretty good here. Hopefully I can make it so none of the turrets make it. Oh, I thought that was a turret, but that's just to spawns the enemies. There's one. Oh yeah, the enemy spawner is a lot bigger. actual turrets themselves. Oh no, that one's so close. And for the level up. Turrets take priority over everything else. And we're given control over the camera more now, so I think we're coming into port here. Speaking of port, I wonder how Seafront's doing. It's been a while since we've been there. Kinda trapping us yet again. I really hope this is the correct path. I can get as much damage in before he creates the electricity field, yeah. Doesn't do that much damage though, especially with our new level up, I'm sure. Is he gonna drop a titanium alloy or... He did not, that's unfortunate. I almost thought it was a guaranteed drop, but guess not. And we're good. I guess, okay, north is the exit we took, so let's head south and hope that the shade and the robot is there. Are there. Yeah, we just need to keep going as far as we can. Closest room to get a bomb from. Is this the room with all the flying enemies, or am I thinking of something else? Oh, we have to go, that's right, we have to go further east and then work our way back west in order to get the bombs to spawn. Very neat pattern. Not sure why I hit select to heal. I'm hoping. Oh, we have. And now we have to fight more enemies in order to get access to the bombs. Oh, titanium alloy from one of these little guys, these little vacuum cleaners. That's nice to get. I feel pretty lucky about that. Alright. Will this be the correct choice? I am hoping so. If this doesn't end up being it, at least we'll get probably a good drop out of it. Oh, this is a normal attack. Oh, there it is. Actually, the particle effect took a little bit to be enabled. That's interesting. Let's start this one with magic. Titanium alloy, there it is. Did the other one drop one? Sure did. And this looks like it was not the correct way to go, but at least we're a few titanium alloys richer. Which means that even if we don't need to use it to upgrade, oh, don't lose that. Severed cable and machine oil, okay. It means that even if we don't need to use it to upgrade, we'll still be able to sell it for a pretty penny or two. Another titanium alloy, sheesh. You think I had a luck word equipped? Will just head north now and hope that that's the right way. I think it is, because it put us back on that boss stage. And I cannot remember if that's where we might fight another boss, or we might find the Shade and the robot. But it's worth a shot. Oh, here's the flying room. Giving priority to picking these up for money purposes. I'm scared they might fade away eventually if I leave them too long. Good stuff. Was hoping the titanium alloys would keep flooding in though. I was half expecting to get locked in again. Okay, we're back in the very, very interesting room with the spiraling staircase.
I've never heard of a Shade living with a machine. What's that about?
Doesn't matter. I'll kill the Shade and anyone who gets in my way.
I think we're on the right track considering the fact that we got dialogue. Beyond this hole lies the robot. Well, you're very aware of the situation, Vice. I'm going in. Wish I had half the courage you possess. Oh, you're coming with me. As if there was ever any doubt.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning.
There it is.
Good lord, it's enormous.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning. Exterminated.
This robot is well armed.
He's commanding the robot somehow.
Aim for the legs. Knock it down. Take out the Shade. No! Damn it! That's a Shade! It's a Shade!
Trying to take Emil's advice here, but I don't think there's actually a mechanic in which you can knock it down. Only one lands. It flies now. Well, it hasn't yet, but I'm assuming it will. There it goes. I can't. It's not letting me adjust my aiming trajectory. That sucks. Oh, because it's making me stare at it flying up.
Look out!
Escape, 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 escape. Go, see the world.
Oh, and I still can't.
This bastard's pretty crafty for a robot.
No mere robot can face the majesty of Grimoire Vice.
I can't concentrate with all this bullshit fancy talk!
I love the visual tell for how much health he has left by his wings getting smaller and smaller. I love that attack. That's so much fun to look at. Looks like he's having fun. Oh, I was a little too slow on dodging that one. I keep making this mistake.
Must defend my mission. My mission.
You.
When we had to finish off that shade for that super move, I was thinking that it was a little bit of overkill to charge up a huge magic attack with Dark Phantasm to kill a little shade, but then I realized, yeah, it's for the robot. That makes a lot more sense.
You stupid machine! You killed my family! You took everything from me! Why did you have to be here? Why you? Why are you here? Why?
It was also interesting how the shade multiplied when we attacked it as well.
Here. Why you? Why are you here? Why?
Hitting that thing won't bring your brother back.
But he's dead! And it's this bastard's fault! And hitting it makes me feel better! Just wait! You freak! You goddamn freak! I'm gonna explore this entire mountain now! I'll make terrible weapons! Killing machines! No one can stop me!
Yeah.
Madness driven by hate. This is hardly the happy ending I was expecting.
He doesn't know any other way.
Revenge is a fool's errand.
I know.
Obtained a key. Obtain the laws of robotics key. Sorry, that's my favorite part of that song. I really wanted to listen to it. Maybe Popola has some new information. Let's go see her. Very well. And yeah, let's do that before we end off. Definitely an interesting conversation about revenge, considering that Nier is kind of suffering from that same short-sightedness. With his aggressive, just kill every shade I come across attitude. Alright, and back down we go. Wish I could just jump straight down, but how many do we need? Oh, no more. Cool. And of course the boar. Oh, the boar is there. How could I forget? Nice of the game to make the spawn for Boris be closer to, or closest to wherever you load in from. Let's hope Popola has some good news for us. That did not do a lot for our mobility there. Ah, you're back. Have you learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's key? No, sorry, this is really hard. Loyal Cerberus might refer to a dog, but I've never seen anything that would fit the bill. Well, keep trying, Popola. You're kind of my last hope. I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can to figure out the key. Which reminds me that we should take a look at that. Law of Robotics, and look at that. We only need the Loyal Cerberus key now. We're starting to complete a very, very interesting looking pattern, with the writing being of the same writing that appears on Yona with the black scroll. Oh, and by the way, I was walking by your house earlier and I noticed you had some mail. You might want to check it out. Oh, thanks. Which will definitely be leading us on the right path to get to the Loyal Cerberus key, I'm sure. Official notice. As per Rule 25,656, please consider this your official notice that the King of Facade has chosen to enter into the ceremony of matrimony. Please lodge all objections and or congratulations through the official channels stated in Rule 38,585. Sincerely, the Facade Royal Office of Marriage and other legally binding contracts and concerns. P.S. Hey guys, it's me, the King of Facade. Sorry, this is all formal and stuff. Listen, I'm getting married and I really want you to come, so get over here. The king is getting married. Ah, does this old book good to see a boy become a man? It would be rude to miss the king's wedding. We haven't been to Facade in a while. We should pay them a visit. Well, so it's not getting the Loyal Cerberus key, but it's still something amazing, and we're going to finally continue the storyline of Facade and see how the king's been doing these past 5 years. So, thanks very much for watching. See you there.